Hi, good morning! Nagpa-practice po yung aking camera kasi hindi po talaga, alam niyo naman si Madam Jane, hindi po kaya ang techie. So, good morning po sa inyo. Ayusin ko lang po yung camera ha, before we start. Yan, medyo nakikita nyo na ako ng konti at nakikita nyo rin kung ano yung aking ginagawa, no? Yan, good morning sa inyo. Nakikita nyo na ako pero hindi nyo nakikita yung ginagawa ko. Ang hirap talaga kapag hindi techie. Ano? So, good morning sa inyo. Happy Sunday. Sunday morning here in the UK. I know we were late, no? It's a bit difficult to prepare all the ingredients. Pero don't worry. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-difficult. It's difficult for me kasi I'm doing it on my own, ano? But I'm sure you'll find it easy. Kaya lang talagang I'm running out of time at the moment. Got so many things to do. Pero I want to be with you today. So, kaya piniprepare pa po ni Tata yung ating Facebook live. So, sabay-sabay po tayong magawa ng ating um, mango flow cheesecake. So, yan, ginagawa pa po ni Tata yung ating Facebook. So, sabay-sabay tayong mag-live. Kamusta naman po kayo wherever you are? Kamusta po kayo? So, hi, good morning! Good morning po sa mga nasa Pilipinas. Good morning po dito sa amin sa UK. Ayan, ganyan natin. So, para makita nyo po yung aking ginagawa. So, yesterday I told you kung ano yung mga ingredients na kailangan natin for this mango float cheesecake. I've told you that we'll be using condensed milk, which we have. Hi, Jomon. Good morning. I'm doing a dessert today. It can be a snack in the Philippines. And also, it is a dessert. So we have a condensed milk, one can of condensed milk. We're not using all of it. 3/4 of this can. Well, it depends on how much you want to do, you know. But what I'm doing would be just for this container. So let's say 6 by 8. Yeah. So I got double cream. If you're in the Philippines, you'll be using Nestle cream. And in other countries, you call it thick cream. It's only one. I think I'll be using 2, so I have 2. Yeah. Natin siya on the side. Of course, because it's a cheesecake, so we're using the Philadelphia soft cheese. It's readily available in the Philippines, I think. And unsalted butter. So I'm not using the whole pack. I'll be using just 50 grams and then melt it. And then mango slices. I'm sorry, as I've said yesterday, it's a bit difficult to find fresh mangoes here in the UK. There is fresh mangoes, but not the sweet mangoes that we usually have in the Philippines. So today, I'll be using mango. So I've already take it out in the brine, as you can see. And I've used 2 cans of mangoes. 1.5 went to my to my what do you call this one? Ayan, nalimutan na ni Lola. So, pinuree ko siya. I pureed yung mangoes. Of course, I have to use food coloring. Why? Para po mas mukha siyang appetizing. So, I've used a food coloring to make it a little bit more orangey. Or yellow, dark yellow, which is common in our country. If you're using a fresh mango in the Philippines, you don't need to use food color. But because this mango is been soaked in brine, so as you can see, it's not very yellow. And if I use it as it is, it's not going to be more appetizing than than the usual cheesecake that we know. So there you are. So I've got that one there. I've liquidized it, and then I put some of the brine kasi it will become thick, so you just use the brine. And of course, I'll be using, as I've said, the food coloring, just a little tiny drop. And then because it's a cheesecake and I'm using, and it's now no bake cheesecake, there's no egg, there's nothing to hold it or bind it together, so I'll be using a gelatin. I know you have gelatin like this in the Philippines, no? This is called Mr. Gulaman here in the UK. You could use any kind of jelly, plain jelly. And this one, I bought this in the Continental shop, and it's made in the Philippines. So I'm used to this kind of jelly. Okay. Hi, Biyong. Hi, Richard. Nice to see you here. Hi, Paring Dennis. Good morning. So, I'm doing a dessert today. I know, I'm sure you got more knowledge in doing the dessert that I'm doing. But this is my own version of my mango float cheesecake. So, I'll be using this jelly. I'm not using all of it. I'm just using half, maybe. So again, as I've said, with the way I cook, because it's all homemade, I know I have some measurements, but sometimes, you know, when you are cooking for your family, or because I'm not a chef, I just add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it's not really definite, not cast on stone that it should be just 2 cups, or it just be just half of it. Or so you could make it according to your liking. Vlogger na. No, hindi naman, yo. It's just my way, especially during this pandemic. This is just my way of connecting to people. So yeah. So we will start. So as I've said, I'm going to prepare early. So again, I'll be using in the Philippines we use the graham crackers. This is an expensive commodity here in the UK. Although it is available, but it's very expensive. Though I think in the Philippines, the whole packet, you know, yung pack na binibili ninyo, 10 of this in one pack. Here in the UK, it's nearly £5. So I don't know how let's say it's 62 conversion. So I don't know how much it costs in the Philippines. So this is an expensive commodity. So and also especially during Christmas time, it's very difficult to find this, no? So if you're preparing this recipe, if you plan to prepare this recipe for Christmas, make sure you buy it around November time. So you won't go without, kasi madali siyang maubos sa aming mga continental shop. But because mahirap nga siyang hanapin dito sa aming continental shop, especially during Christmas, what I usually do, I try to experiment. Syempre, alam niyo naman tayo, madiscarding nanay. I've managed to find this digestive biscuit, which they use on their American cheesecake. So sabi ko, why not? Maybe it would be better. So what I usually do, if I run out of these graham crackers, I use the digestive biscuit. But today, I'm going to mix both because my daughter likes the graham crackers. So I just mix both para ano. So I've used 7 pieces or 7 biscuits. Yan, 7 biscuits of this digestive biscuit. Yan. If you have digestive biscuit in your country, you could use this, no? Just choose the plain one. So 7 of this. And I've used 2 packets of this. And then just crushed it. So let's start our cheesecake. I hope it won't be an epic fail. So what am I going to use? I'll be using, I have a stand mixer, but I'll be using a handheld mixer. Why? Why I'm using a handheld mixer? Because with the handheld mixer, I could feel the consistency, the consistency that I want for this double cream. Because sometimes if you're using a stand mixer, especially I'm not a professional baker. Sometimes I cannot just see how thick it is already. And sometimes you could easily get wrong with this double cream. Because if you overmix the double cream, it will just collapse. You know, it will be very watery. And you have to put extra more or just, you know, discard everything. So usually when I'm using double cream, I'll use a handheld mixer. And then I have a little bit of vanilla essence, just, you know, to taste and enhance the flavor. So we will start. So I've already, as I've said, I've already crushed my digestive biscuits and the graham crackers. And as you can see, hindi siya ganun ka-perfect. But that's fine because this is homemade. I'm not selling it. Although I will be proud if it will come out really nicely. But I'm not really bothered if it's not really finely crushed. That's fine with me. Okay, so I've said I've mixed my digestive biscuit and my graham crackers. And I've already melted my butter. Ayun. 50 grams of melted butter. All goes in. And you just mix it all together. Sometimes you will be thinking, ako, I don't think it's enough. It will be enough po. And if it's not enough, you just add a little bit more. I think that's the beauty of home cooking. Yan. So let's just mix it all up. Make sure all the crumbs are coated with butter. If you want, actually, you could add an extra vanilla essence for these biscuits. Good morning, Julie. I'm doing a dessert today. This is called mango float cheesecake. In the Philippines, usually growing up, we will just use the graham crackers. And then we don't need to liquidize the mango. We just use the sliced mango as it is, and then you just mix everything together. But you know, everything revolves. You have to move on with time. And then you've realized, actually, I have a new recipe that I could do. Or you could watch it, you know, a lot of people are doing it on YouTube, and you learn from people, which is good. It's nice when you're learning new things. So, ayan. I'm sorry. I look very summery. I really try to look summery. Hello, Ate Tess. That's fine. I've just started, Ate Tess, so that's not a problem. I've just started. Again, I'm just going to repeat it with those who just started watching. We're doing a mango float cheesecake, and on my YouTube channel there is the picture of our recipe. So nothing different than what I told you yesterday. I've used the canned mangoes because we do have fresh mangoes here, but not as sweet as what we have in the Philippines. So instead, I'll use this one. Hello, Flor. Yeah, Flor, you know, I really need to do some cooking kasi there's no one who's going to cook for us. So we have to cook for ourselves. So I have to. So yeah, I think, you know, everything is covered with butter now. So as I've said, I'm going to use my this is, let's say, 6 by 8 container. I've chose this transparent one so you could see the finished product after. That's why I've used a transparent one. But usually, if I'm giving it with friends, I would use this transparent plastic container, just to make it look a little bit more appetizing, no? So they could say, oh, actually, it's a cheesecake. But in the Philippines, what we usually do, or let me just show you. I know you're using we could also use the aluminum foil. Yan, no? So, kung siguro, if I'll be having a big party, I'll be putting it in here. So, it'll be easy to serve. But today, it's for my family, so it doesn't matter. It might come out really thick, but that's fine. Or, I could just make an extra of this and I could give it to my friends. So, there you are. So, I'm going to place it here. And just spread it over. Well, I think with the crust of your cheesecake, it's more personal, especially if you're doing it yourselves. Don't know whether you like it thick. Some people like their crust thick. Some people, they don't like it very thick. So it's all up to you guys. Let me just see. So I couldn't see it from here. So So now what we're going to do is just make sure that they stay in place. Okay. I'll have this glass. So I'm going to use this glass to make sure that it stays in place. Gawan mo din ako niyan, Lola. Yes, I will. Hi, Nimpa. Good morning. Good morning, Fred. So, yan. So, I'm sure you got your own secret recipe when it comes to mango float. So, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just making sure that they stay together as a base for my cheesecake. Some people, they use ginger biscuit, especially if it's lemon cheesecake. It's nice with the ginger. Don't worry if it doesn't feel like it's very stiff or very hard, because you will refrigerate it anyway. And of course, as you know, butter when refrigerated hardens. So that's fine if it's if it's still not making its form. Just make sure that you compact it really tight so that when you chill it, it will form. I think this is the nice part with this one when you're using a transparent container, because you could see the thickness of your base. Let's see. So, yan. Tingnan natin. So, as you can see, hindi naman po siya ganun katik. Hindi rin siya ganun kanipes, no? But, if you want a thicker crust, just add extra more. Because, as you can see, I still got some extra. Show you. See, I still have some extra. What I'm trying to do is save it so that I could make one extra here. So, let's see. If not, I will just use it all up. So, it's still up to you. If you want it a little bit thicker, just add some more biscuits. And then, add an extra more butter. Hello, okay lang naman. Musta ka na? I'm learning to cook from Chef Jane. And then, Alessandra, I miss you, Teacher Jane. Teacher Richard Jamie. Yes, I hope, Alessandra, I'm sure you know how to do this, no? But this is my own version. So, I hope you learned something from me today. And maybe you could try the recipe. And if you like it, share it with your friends. So, I'm doing an extra bit here. Because I'm sure my daughter would say, Nanay, my daughter would always say, Nanay, did you do any extra? So, I could take it with me when I go back to university. So, lagay po natin siya dyan. Hi Ron, good morning. I'm back on YouTube. Thank you for watching. And so, same thing what I'm going to do. We'll just make sure they're compacted, yeah? So this one, I'm saving this for my daughter because she'll soon be going back to university. So, because you can freeze this cheesecake, then she could take it with her when we send her back. So I'm just compacting it really tightly, make sure that we will have a good crust. And then we will chill it while we're mixing our mixture. So we leave it there. We leave tatay to do all the washing later. There you are. I'm just going to put this in the fridge and chill it while I'll come back and do our mixture. There you are. So now we'll go back to our mixture. Now, first things first, I have to put this on my table because it will make a lot of noise definitely when I'm mixing. Again, as I've said, you could use a stand mixer if you have your own stand mixer. But for me, I'd like to use my handheld mixer because for some reason when I'm doing when I'm using double cream, I can't feel it when I'm using the stand mixer, so I have to use the handheld mixer. And we have Lizelle. Good morning, Lizelle. I like your I like your outfit. Yeah, nagfi-feeling summer. And then oh, hello, Chel. Oh, it's nice that you're watching my vlog. So I'm using my handheld mixer. But you could use a handheld mixer if you want. You could if you don't have the handheld mixer, you could do it manually, no? Pwede naman. Pwede naman po. Hindi naman po kailangan gumastos. Yan lang nga, medyo magtsatsaga kayong mag-mix. Pero pwede po. Doable. So, let's just move around our furniture here. Ating mga equipment, i-move lang natin. Okay, tatanggalin ko na. I just want to free up some space para tanggalin ko na sila. I don't need the butter anymore, so I'm just freeing up some space for our mixture. So, let's start with the cheese because this is a cheesecake. If you want it more very cheesecake taste, use 2. But for me, because this is, I know it's a cheesecake, but it's also a mango float. And I want to retain that mango float taste that we usually have in the Philippines. Alam mo naman tayo, we miss home. I know there's a variation, but I still like it I still like the taste that I usually have in the Philippines. Makes it more authentic. So, medyo maingay po, no? Pero live po kasi tayo. Yes, dito sobrang init na. Yes. Hindi pa po mainit dito, Lizelle. Still not warm here in the UK. We're still in spring pa rin. Wala pa nga kami atang spring. Pero ang temperature still cold, no? So, the cheesecake. I'm sorry, it's a bit loud. So, hindi ko na siya muna i-overbeat kasi I have to say, kailangan pa natin siyang lagyan ng condensed milk. So now, as I've said, I'm only using 3/4 of this. I'm not using all of it. But, still there's some left over and I don't want to leave it, don't want, you know, first in, first out. So, I've used this one already. So, i-use up ko na. Don't want to waste it. So, this is around nearly half. Or no, I think it's just a quarter of the can. So, as I've said, this is home cooking. I just estimate. And you will find it yourself. I know, no, if you follow if you follow a recipe, according to what it says, sometimes, you know, you have to make some variations. That's why usually with my cooking, my mom already highlighted it to me when she was watching my vlog. Oh, you have to give the exact measurements. I can't because sometimes it's not exact measurement. So because I've already had some, so I'll just add half. Yeah, that's right. Just a half. And I'm happy with that. And then we'll mix it again. Hi, Pam. Good morning. Tita Pami, good morning. I'm doing a mango float cheesecake. So, if you're interested, join us today. It's a no-bake cheesecake. For those who just started watching, I'm doing a mango float cheesecake. It's a mango float that we know from the Philippines, but I'm just giving it a little twist as a cheesecake. That's fully incorporated. Now I'm going to add my double cream, or if you're in the Philippines, you using Nestle cream. In other countries you call it thick cream. Hello, Maji. Happy cooking. Yes, I know you like cooking as well. I've seen some of your photos. So, for those who are just new, I'm doing a mango float cheesecake. So, it's just a mango float that you're familiar with in the Philippines, but I'm just giving it a twist by making it as a cheesecake. This is a no-bake cheesecake, and I've used graham crackers, which you know that we use in the Philippines, but I've given it a little bit of twist because I've added from the graham crackers, I've added some digestive biscuit. So, 1 can of double cream, thick cream, or Nestle cream added to my mixture. And then mix it all up. Hi, Ate Lani. Good morning. Yeah, I'm doing a dessert today. So, it's a little bit thicker. That's why I'd like to use the handheld mixer because I could feel the texture, the consistency of my double cream. So, you just keep on mixing it until it's halfway to its thickness. just takes time really to make sure that this double cream gets thicker. Yan, I could feel it's getting thicker now. Good morning, Becky. I'm doing a dessert today. It's a mango float cheesecake. So it's a no-bake cheesecake. And it's usually common in our country, but I'm just giving it a twist today. So there you are. I think my cream is a little bit thicker now. Okay, when you will do Buchi live cooking or espasol? Yes, we'll do one of these days. Okay, so as I've said earlier, the mango in can, I've liquidized it. And I put, I'm not going to lie, I put a food coloring. And I did say that earlier in my, when I started my vlog. Because I want to achieve the color that we usually have in our country, which is a bright yellow mango. Lapit na tayo, kita ulit. And ano nang nangyari sa sporty, samahan kita kunin natin. So, yan. So, I've just liquidized it and added to my food coloring. I added it to my mango. So, I would just estimate. I would think I would add half a cup. Slowly, one at a time. You know, small portion at a time. As you can see, it's still not bright yellow, but it started to go yellow. So we'll add another half a cup. So this, you might be asking, how much mangoes did I put in this that I liquidized? I've liquidized 1.5 can of mango in can. You know the Del Monte. The Del Monte mango slices in light syrup. If you can get it in thick syrup, it's much better because it's already there's a little bit of sugar in it. So this one, I've used 1.5 of this, and half of the portion I kept it. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Hello, Carol. Good morning. So we've already put 1 cup of mango puree in this mixture. Now, before I carry on mixing and it becomes thicker or the consistency that I want, I would like to taste it now. So if there's no sweetness in it, I would add a little bit of the condensed milk. But I think it will be okay. Or if it's too sweet, then I would add a little bit more of my double cream. Again, this is according to your liking. Some people, they don't like it really sweet. I do bake and I don't like my dessert really sweet. For those who know me, my cake usually is not very sweet. Even the icing that I do, I don't like very sweet icing that you're going to be sick. I just wanted to complement my butter. So those who know me, they know that I don't like sweet desserts. Hi, good morning, Ate Merlin. Hello, Eve. Good morning. Yes, happy cooking. Yes. So I'm going to taste it now, so that I know exactly the taste before the consistency thickened. Actually, it's a little bit on a sweet side. So, as I've said, if it's on the sweet side, Well, according to my taste, it's a little bit on the sweet side. So, then, I would add my double cream because I don't like a very sweet dessert. I know it should be a sweet, but I don't like very sweet cake or very sweet dessert. So, I will just add half of this double cream or thickened cream or, ayan. Then we'll just carry on mixing it until the consistency becomes thicker. Hello, Cecil. Good morning. Some baker, they would say, do a figure of 8 when you're mixing, no? But, I don't know. So, let's taste it again. So, as you can see, no, it's getting thicker already. It doesn't drop as quick as yeah. So, I think that's about right for me. So, I'll just carry on mixing it until it becomes thicker. I'm not going to add any more food coloring because I've already added it in my mango puree. So then I'll show you how it would hold its consistency. So let me just mix this. Hi, Jonathan. Good morning. So those who are in the UK, I hope you have done your Sunday obligation. We've done it, or we've done it we done it online because the church is still closed here in the UK. So that's why I dressed up, because it's Sunday, and usually on a Sunday we go to church. But because of this pandemic and we're still on lockdown, can't go to church, so we usually do it online. Hello po yung mga nasa YouTube na nanonood. I'm sorry I can't read. No, it's too far from, the camera is too far from me and I can't read the comments. But thank you for watching. And guys, if you like this video, please do subscribe on our channel and share it to your friends. And I do hope I could share more recipes with you and you will learn something from my way of cooking. Thinking, oh, it's taking so. Oh, hello, Santi. Good morning. You might be thinking, oh, this is taking too long to get thickened. But you know, with the double cream, especially when you mix it with other liquid ingredients such as the condensed milk, and then I have the puree. So it takes a while for it to thicken. It's just like love. It takes time. So patience is a virtue. That's what they said. So, and if you are patient, you'll be rewarded. So let's just be patient, and it will thicken. So as you can see, it's nearly there. It's really thickened now. So, hi, Sexy Joss. Good morning. So it's already thickened, but it's not going to go as thick as when you're just mixing the double cream. So that's why we have the gelatin, the gulaman, no? It's not going to get thick as when you're just mixing the double cream. Kasi when you mix the double cream on its own, it will really thicken, and you will have this high peak, soft peak. But because we've added extra liquid such as the condensed milk, which is heavy, and then we have the puree, which is also heavy, so that's why we're using the jelly to hold its consistency. So we'll be using half of this gulaman. So this gulaman, this jelly is 25 grams. So let's use 12.25. No. Yes, 12.25. Tama po ba? Hi, Sarah. Long time no see. So we'll use half. Again, I'm not going to measure it. I'll just pour it in. Okay, and I feel that's half. Now, I'm going to boil my water. And you will be thinking, oh my goodness, that is hot water, and you're mixing it with your cold double cream. So, meron po tayong magic. So, first, it's like a double boiler. Hello, Nikki. So, it's like a double boiler. So, I will have this with hot water. And then I'll put some hot water in my jelly just to make sure it's all dissolved. Because if I just use hot water on this container, on this one, while dissolving the jelly, it will easily thicken. So I need another warm up container just to soak it in, to keep it liquid until I've used it in this mixture. Then I have there. So it's just doing a double boiler. Ayun. So that would keep the temperature of my jelly. So make sure all the jellies are dissolved. You know, all the granules are dissolved with this jelly. So if you know, if you're in the UK and You can go to the continental shop. Just use plain jelly. As I've said, I'm just used to this brand. That's why I'm using it. I hope you're all okay wherever you are and you're keeping safe. So I'm just making sure that these are all dissolved and combined. And this would help hold the texture or the consistency of my cheesecake. Hello, Titi George! Good morning! Miss you! So, I could feel that it's getting thicker. Anyway, so if I don't have the water, barrel dan passion. Hello, Mare. Hello, Mare. So, yeah. If I don't have the hot water underneath, this will just harden. Anyway, so I have the jelly there. And make sure that your other hands are ready. Keep mixing while you're pouring your gelatin. In high speed. Have some more of the jelly and I want to use all of it. What did George says? Titi says, pancit to also adobo. Oh, Titi George, I've already done the pancit and you're missing my cake. Yeah, thank you. I seldom bake cake nowadays, you know. I don't have enough time. I don't know where did the time went. So, pancit, I did the pancit last time. So, if you want, because you're new to my Facebook, I have a YouTube channel, Titi George. It's called Ricardo and Jane, Life in the UK, where I have a full video regarding pancit, cooking pancit. So, if you subscribe or you watch my video, you can follow the step-by-step. You could follow cooking pancit step by step. Okay, so I'm just carry on melting this, making sure that all these jellies ito kasi nag-thicken na siya talaga. As I've said, I want to use all of it, but nag-thicken na siya. That's why you need a double boiler, so that you need that hot water underneath, so that it would keep it warm. Let's just do another one. Oh my. Let's just do another one. So, anyway. And the jelly, just a little bit, because I just want just a little bit. And then mix it. Ayan. And then, again, on high speed, just add it to your... Okay, I'm happy with that one. Okay, you might think it's a little bit watery. That's fine, because you've added the jelly, and once you've already put it in a freezer or put it in when you chill it, it will harden, you know, as jelly usually do. Okay, so and we'll take out the the crust that we've chilled earlier. Let me just tidy up my table. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with the... Ayan ako, it went everywhere, no? So, because I'm using this transparent mixing bowl so that you could see. That's the only reason I've used this one. I've got a bigger one, but I want to show you. So, let me just wash my hands. Okay, so let's take out the one that we've chilled earlier. So, there you are. We've already had this, we've done this earlier. We've used digestive biscuits and Graham crackers. So, those who are new, you're just watching. In the Philippines, we have these Graham crackers, but I've said here in the UK, it's very expensive. 10 pack of this would cost us around 5 pounds. So, and also during holiday season like Christmas, it's a bit difficult to find this one. So, instead of using this, if you don't have the Graham crackers wherever you are, or if you're living abroad and you don't have any Graham crackers, use digestive biscuit. It's also the same, although the taste will be different, but Graham crackers, Graham digestive biscuit is what they use for an American cheesecake. So you could use this as a substitute. But today, I have used both. So I've used Graham crackers, 2 pack of this, and 7 biscuits of this. And then I just crushed it. So that's what I use as a base with 50 milligrams of butter. Yeah, so it's already hard, it's already chilled. So we could add the one that we've made. Wow. I think I'll be using let's scoop it out. Oh, yan. So try this, guys, no? Especially those you know, don't know this recipe. Try this. Hopefully you'll find it really nice as well. So I think that's the right thickness for the cheesecake, so that's fine. I leave it like that. Then I'll transfer some here. When I added the jelly, I did say you have to mix it in high speed because the mixture that you have before the jelly is cold. So you have to mix it in high speed when you added the jelly because you don't want the jelly to form as soon as you drop it in the mixture. Think I could do another one. So this is the best thing here, you know. Sometimes when you have extra of this mixture, you could add another one because you just have to do the crush. You know, you just have to do the crust. I think that's a good okay. So those who just started watching, this is what we call the mango float cheesecake. So we leave it there. Yan. So if I show you, I think that's just the right thickness for a cheesecake. Mom Seb. Oh, this is a mango float cheesecake, Mom Seb. So it's just a mango float that we have in the Philippines, but I've given it a little bit of twist by adding a soft cheese and have a consistency of a cheesecake. So it will go a little bit harder than the usual graham crackers and mango float that we do. So now I have, as I've said, I left some mangoes. I didn't liquidize all the mangoes from the can. I left some. So what I'm going to do is chop this and just drop it in my cheesecake. So when you slice the cheesecake, you will have bits, or you know, you could have a bite on this mango. So I'll just chop it and I'll show you how I'm going to drop it in my cheesecake. But first, I have to have my food gloves because, as I've said yesterday, I've managed to cut myself and you don't want any blood in my cheesecake. So I'm using this one. So these are mangoes in can because we don't have, we have mangoes here in the UK, but not as sweet as what we have in the Philippines. So I think my best bet will be my best bet will be buying it in can. So now I chopped it, bite pieces, and I'll just drop it there. So when you take a slice on your cheesecake, you got some mangoes, real mangoes that you could bite on. Diba? You know, before I would go from supermarket to the next supermarket to another supermarket just to find a well-ripe mango. And I would end up with so many mangoes in the house and nothing really tastes the same as what we have in the Philippines. So now I've learned my lesson. I will just buy something that's in the can. Anyway, so I got some mangoes there. Let me just add some more. Let's use all of it. So this one you have to chill it, and then you will have once chilled, you will have a consistency of a cheesecake. So it's just like an ice cream cheesecake, like, and the flavor is mango flow. So there you are. So let me just take this all out. Take that away, and so that's my gloves gone. So now, as you can see, I already have this, as you can see, they're all in there. So you have mangoes, an actual mango in your mango float, no? Then I'll just make sure they're all hidden underneath. And I'll show you what I'm going to do next. There you are. So now you see it, now you don't. So they're all gone, they're all underneath. Now, before I freeze it, I'm just going to decorate it. So at least it will be appetizing. So now, I'll be using a piping bag. But if you don't have any piping bag, that's fine. You could use, yung plastic. Meron siyang corner. And then you just tip it over to make it like a triangle, and that would do. Or, if you really don't have anything, use a spoon. And then just blob it in there. And I'll show you how I do it, yeah? So, from the puree that was left over, actually this puree, I could still keep it, put it in the fridge. Padalawin mo kami sa London. Yeah, if only I can, I would. Yeah. So, this, there still have a lot of leftover of this mango puree, which I could put in the fridge and then use it again, So, there you are. So, again, if you don't have a piping bag, that's fine. It's okay. Just use an ordinary plastic bag as long as it's got a corner. And then just cut the corner. Or, as I've said, use a teaspoon. So, with this one, I'll be using this, let me just make sure the air is out. I'll just cut this one, and I'll be using a knife. Oopsie. So and then we're just going to decorate it. I don't know if you could see it. So actually, they would have a taste of the mango because this is a puree. So I just put some dots around and we'll just do a swirly whirly. There you are. It's up to you how to decorate it. And if you think it's not enough, you could add some more, which I'm going to do. And they would have a real taste of a mango. There you are. Oopsie. Don't know if you could see it. So there you are. We have a little bit of design in there. There you are. And then we will just freeze it. So because I've used this container, I could just cover it and put it in the chiller. So with this one, we'll do another one. I don't know if you could see it. And then we'll just do so there you are. Just have that. So this one, I will put it in the chiller and it's ready to eat. So we'll cover it. And this would taste like a mango float that you usually have in the Philippines, but also it has a taste of an ice cream and a cheesecake. So try this. If you like this recipe, comment down below and share it with your friends. And well done, baka pati si Remsi humingi niyan. Yeah, Actually, Fred, I have to say, when I did one, I actually saved, this container is just for my daughter. We're not allowed to eat it. It's just for her. And she's saving it for herself. So that's why I did an extra one for her to take home, to take with her to the university. But I think before she goes or before we send her, I have to make another one for T and Abby because T and Abby likes this one. So shout out to Camille and Sarah. I know it looks like there's a lot going in this recipe, but it's very easy. And then it's also nice because we have made a twist in it. It's not just an ordinary recipe that it's not just an ordinary recipe that we have as a mango float. So there's a twist in it. So try it. See if you could create something different. And then we always try to experiment and make it according to our liking. So try this recipe. And one tip is just make sure that when you liquidize the mango, especially if you're using the one in can, don't add too much water. It doesn't matter if it looks like jelly, that's fine. Because when you mix it to the mixture, it will dissolve. What you need really is the taste of it and the color. So don't add too much brine on this one. Just mix it and just a little bit of brine. And when you're using a fresh mango, make sure you add a little drop of lemon. Because with the fresh mango, when you use a fresh mango, it once you open it, slice it, liquidize it, and then you add it with a different mixture, you would find that it will darken in color. So to avoid that, to avoid discoloration, and you want to keep the nice color of our mango, just drop a little bit of lemon. And then add a little bit of just a little bit of food coloring, because fresh mango would usually have a bright yellow color, but because it's fresh, it tends to discolor. So just add a tiny drop of food color and a tiny drop of lemon, just to keep the color. So there you are, guys. I hope you like it. So again, thank you for watching, and tomorrow for my next video, I'll be doing a Vietnamese pad see ew noodles. So if you doesn't know pad see ew noodles, I'll show you. It's very easy as well, and it's something new. You know, like me, I like pancit. Like my colleague at work, they like pancit. But this is something that I'm going to cook tomorrow that is different. And usually, like pagka meron tayong mga parties, and everybody knows pancit, and sometimes you want to serve something different and something new to the palate. So tomorrow, if you get the time, join me again. I'll be cooking a pad see ew noodles. So I'll be using a thick glass noodles, which is like a 4-hor-fun. And then I'll be using chicken. You can choose between chicken strip, but if you want the chicken thighs, that's fine. We just have to debone it. And also onion, garlic, light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, and if you have kailan leaf or pak choy leaf, that's fine. Or if you have some broccoli, that's fine as well. And just 3 eggs and oil. So that's fine. That's all the ingredients that we need tomorrow. So if you have time and if you want to learn or try my recipe, join me tomorrow morning. So we'll do the same time, 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's 9 o'clock here in the UK, and that is around 4 to 5 o'clock in the Philippines. So that will be a good meal in the evening for you. So try it. So see you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog today, and I hope you will try my recipe. Comment down below if you like it and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye! Ako, eto na naman tayo. Hindi na naman ako marunong.